today's YouTube live stream. My name is Uzair, and today I'm going to go through how to write your Google Ads creatively. A lot of people struggle. They don't know what to write, how to make your ads more attractive enough for someone to take notice and then obviously to click on it. But before I dive into this spreadsheet, which you can see on the screen, just a very quick reminder that I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. UK time. And in this, I cover topics such as Google Ads, video ads, YouTube ads, digital marketing, or any other kind of online marketing and advertising activities which will help you generate more leads or sales. So the format of these sessions is very informal and friendly, I would like to say. I'll cover the topic, and if you have any questions, then please put them in the description box around the video. I will then um, try my best to answer them for you towards the end of the session. I just want to make sure everything is working fine, and we'll get the show on the roads. Okay. Now, I keep saying YouTube, but it is also being live streamed on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So, whichever channel you are watching, if you do put your comments or your questions, I will see them and come back to them. Okay, so let's go into writing our ads. So, we are going to be looking at the responsive search ads, which is the Google's default ads now. We used to have expanded text ads, which used to be of 3 headlines and 2 description lines. Now it's all switched over to responsive search ads, which has got 4 headlines and how many there are? 15 descriptions. It's the other way around. It's 15 headlines and 4 descriptions. There's so many new formats coming out, especially with the likes of Performance Max as well, and the video responsive ads. It's difficult to keep up with all these various ad formats. But most of them are the character count or the character length is the same. 34 headlines and 94 for descriptions. So what we'll do is we're going to look at this spreadsheet, and you can create this in Google Sheets or Excel, and start writing your ads over here. Don't just jump into the interface, because you are going to try and write the ads very quickly, because if you don't finish writing the ads, you won't be able to save it. What we or I do as an agency is write these ads in a spreadsheet and then come back to them and see what we've written, because every time you come back to it, you will find something which is not quite right or not how it as it should be. So there are some very key components of creating an ad properly. Now, Google is in the business of clicks, because if they don't get the clicks, they are not going to make money. And if you, as an advertiser, don't get the click, you are not going to drive traffic to the website, and hence you're not going to generate any leads or sales. So it's critical for both Google as well as the advertiser that the ads get the clicks. If your ad gets the click and it's got a higher click-through rate, your quality score is going to go up, your CPC is going to go down, and Google is going to reward you for writing a great ad with lower CPCs. So this is really important that you write the ads really well, and it doesn't need to be very complicated. You don't need to be a rocket scientist or a professional copywriter, I should say, to write some ads which are great. you just need to use a bit of common sense, use the information which you already have from the website or the landing page, and then keep going along. So first thing is keywords or keyword. I will let me see if you can see it properly. Yeah, I'm going to make this bold so those of you on a mobile can also see this properly. All right. Now, I'm not saying keywords because you don't want to target multiple keywords in the same ad. You all you do is have one keyword for that ad group. So if your ad groups are themed very tightly, then you should get one keyword only in there. Don't want to have multiple keywords because your ad will not get the quality score, and it won't make sense because if you are, let's say you're selling oranges and apples, you should have different ad groups for each. Even for apples, if you sell red apples, green apples, or golden apples, have different ad groups and each with its own set of ads because the relevancy will be a lot higher than if you just bundle everything in one ad group. All right. So first one is the keywords. Then you need to have the offer. What are you selling? All right. Then the price. Some say we don't want to put the price in. Some say they do. I personally like it, and we have found whenever we have put in the price, we are getting higher click-through rates. So don't take my word for it. Split test it. See what happens. Because if you are selling a widget for $5, most people will be able to afford it. But if you're selling something for $100, then many may not be able to afford it, and they will straight away say, "Oh, $100 is out of my budget. I don't want to even go and see what this is all about. Is it gold plated or is it why is it so expensive?" So what you want to do is put the price in and test it. I know many photographers, designers. You you cannot put a price in because it's a service based industry. So you can put in from such and such price. So at least you have a bare minimum price you can put in. Um, then you have the benefits. What is the key benefit of that product or service? And then we also want to put in the features, right? So this is how, and oh, the most important bit, which I forgot, call to action. You must have a call to action. What do you want them to do? Buy now, download, learn more, watch the video, what or call now, whatever that call to action is, you've got to make sure that you have a call to action. Okay, so these are the key things which you must have on your ad. And if you have all of these, your ad is going to look really, really good. So, responsive search ads, what we tend to do usually is we pin headline one so that it has got the keyword in it. Because Google is going to mix and match, right? Different headlines. And what you want to do is to make sure that your keyword is always displayed in H1. So this is something which will make sure that you always have it, because not every headline you will write will have the keyword in it. Okay, then what you do is another thing which you must have, especially on the offer or the price. We can put something here. Is the word free. It's the most powerful word you can use in an ad. If you have free consultation, free PDF, free course, or free something, free trial for a software, you must use it in the ad, right? The free word is got to be there. All right. Then let's look at the some of the benefits. Let's start with that. So I'm going to let's do an ad. Where's that email gone? Let me just check. Somebody has sent it to me. It's about digital marketing, but they did not send me their website address. So what I would usually do is to look at the website and see what they offer, what they do, and what they are experts at. Since I don't have a website, but I'm just going to write how I would just from thinking about it. So let's go and look at some of the offer. Put the offer here. Okay. Now, simple thing you must do is to put this formula in equals to len, which is the length, and okay. So whenever I type over here, I can see the character count over here, whether it is gone over 30 or not. And another thing you must do before you write any ads is that you capitalize every word. It is one of Google's recommendations and best practices because it makes it look, your ads look a little bit bigger. So whenever you see ads which are on Google, the top four at the top or at the bottom of Google, and they are not capitalized, that means, I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing, but they're not following Google's best practices. So the offer could be free consultation, free trial. So let's say I'm talking about digital marketing, right? So I could say free consultation or free audit, or it could be, let's have a think. It doesn't have to be free. So you can say first month fees half price, right? Something like that. I can see, you guys can see this. So now I can see straight away that it's well within my character count of 30 characters, right? This is 30, but this is a headline. It's so easy. And then once you start writing all these ideas over here, then you can mix and match them and put them in your Google Ads account. Then we look at, we got the offer keyword. Let's go with keyword. Let me insert a few rows. Okay. Keyword in H1, right? So how I would do that? So let's say we are writing an ad for digital marketing agency, right? So digital marketing agency. Copy that. So because it's a long word, it's already right on 30. I can't add some more. So something like top digital marketing agency. So if you wanted to do something creative, then you can say London's top marketing agency. Why is this all 30? Doesn't look right to me. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's why there's something wrong. Um, Equals to LEN A19. There you go. Okay. So I'll do something like these. London top marketing agency. Now, if you are a local agency, then ideally you want to put the name of the area as well. So if you are a local business, like a dentist, a plumber, always put the area in the headline or somewhere on the ad, because people will see your ad and they say, "Oh yeah, he's nearby or he's local. I'm going to get in touch with them." So you will have something like these. I can put something like, now let's say you do Google Ads like myself. So if I do Google Ads agency, you'll probably be flagged for using the word trademark term Google. Not probably, you will be flagged for using the trademark term Google. So you be very careful. If you can or you are allowed to use a trademark in the ad, then you do. Otherwise, your ads are going to be limited or going to get disapproved. So if I want to do pay for pay per click or something like that, that's fine. And something like, don't put in claims which you cannot justify. So something like number one pay per click agency. How are you calling yourself number one? Who has given you that number one ranked? So be careful. Google frowns upon those kind of claims that we are number one. You could be top or the best and these kind of words. So use those words carefully. Okay. So we've got the keyword, we've got the offer. Then we look at the benefits. A32, that's correct. Okay. So it could be what's in it for them. You must write it for them. Don't write we are best, we are award winning. Yes, you can write those as well. It's got to be for them, for the audience or for the potential customer. What's in it for them, right? Always think the client. So most people, what they want from any kind of ads is increase your ROI or ROAS. Now, using these kind of terminology will also attract the right audience, because if I'm targeting an e-commerce store or a shop owner, they would know what that means. You can put in return on ad spend, but using a terminology like that, they will know what it is. But don't make it too geeky either, that some terms which the tradespeople use and the general end user doesn't use, don't do that. ROI, business owners will know, and the ROAS. So you can do that. Another benefit could be something like hassle free digital marketing, drive targeted visitors to your site. Now, this is not going to cut it. It's gone over 36. So this is why writing these ads in a spreadsheet is so easy and quick, right? So you don't want to do that. Drive targeted visitors will do that. Increase your brand awareness. So this is all about digital marketing, right? These are all the um, kind of benefits. Generate more leads and sales, which everybody wants to do that as well. We help you get more conversions. So my focus is all about ROI, ROAS, conversions, branding, and so on. So you see now, very quickly, I've written one, two, three, four, five, six headlines without even overthinking or overcomplicating it. And you just keep writing these ideas. Go on to Google, search for your keyword, see what your competitors are doing. Don't copy them, but get ideas. Go to other competitors' websites as well, how they have written the copy, and then make yours, right? So you got your benefits. Uh, let's look at some features now. So again, you do pay per click. Experts, we also help with email marketing or whatever. Because if you're an agency, then what you want to do is to put all of these in the descriptions: email marketing, landing pages, A/B split testing, conversion rate optimization, so many things which an agency offer, video creation, banner ads, and so on. So we can say we can also help with display and video ads. No, it doesn't work. So if it is too long, don't delete it. You can use this for the description, in the description, which has got 90 characters, right? So put all your ideas over here, and then afterwards you can mix and match it, because this one also is on 32 characters. This you can't use it in a headline, but you can certainly use it. This one and this one, put them together, that's 69 characters, and you still have more characters for writing, finishing that description. So we can say help with increase your, that's a benefit, increase your conversion rate. If you have got social proof, put them in, you know, over, let's say, 100 plus 5-star reviews. Again, don't put Google reviews, because Google is a trademark, Trustpilot is a trademark, so you might get flagged. You can put in something like verified reviews. If that is the case, I'm going to take this out over. Now it fits into my character count. So that's how I would write all these features, whatever you offer. If you do A/B split testing and conversion, in fact, conversion rate optimization is called CRO experts. And you can start making all these ads like this, right? Okay. Then we covered call to action, which is what you want them to do. Call now, book appointment. I think we haven't done it. CTA, the call to action, book now, watch video or watch masterclass, book appointment, free consultation. So see how I'm building up my ad slowly but surely. You could have download white paper or something like that. Whatever is your call to action, you put them in. You've got the call to action, then we've covered features, benefits, pricing, the offer, and the word free, keyword. So, what you don't want to do is to stuff that keyword in every headline and every description line. Now, I've written all the headlines. The same thing goes with descriptions. What you can do is you can quite easily mix and match them. Do that, full stop. And then you can uh, pick something up from here. Let's say this will go in nicely. Oops. I've still got more than, oh well, almost 40 characters left. So pay-per-click experts increase your ROI or ROS, because we don't know which headlines Google is going to pick up. All we know is headline one is always used. So maybe put your keywords in maybe another one or two headlines and maybe one description line or so. Don't put the keyword in same, otherwise if I go headline one, headline four, and headline six, which Google is using, is just not going to read well. Okay, the last thing which you must also do, and what many don't do, is path one and path two. You have the opportunity to stuff some keyword or a keyword in there, right? So these are maximum of 15 character length. So why not put in digital and then marketing as path one and path two? You can't, if you can put two words, then all you do is either put a hyphen or an underscore. Yeah, so something like digital experts, let's say it was something like that. Then that would be 15. The last thing is the final URL. You put in that landing page. But if you want to use UTMs, then all you do is, the easiest and the quickest way to do that is go to Google and put in Google UTM Builder. First one which pops up is that. So what you do is you put in your landing page or your website URL where you want to you go to. Let me try and enlarge it a bit so you can see it properly. All right, yeah. See where the asterisk is? That means it is a required field. This one is not a required field. This one is, and this one is. So you put the URL, which is fairly straightforward. You should know that, where you are sending the traffic campaign source. Okay, it could be Google ads, it could be YouTube ads, it could be display ads, and so on. And it tells you over here the referrer. You see, example, Google or newsletter or whatever. Then medium, whether it's a pay-per-click, banner, email, I'm going to put in CPC. Campaign name, you can put that in, and you don't need to do that. And we usually don't use the campaign term. All you do is then go to the bottom, copy it from here. You don't need to shorten the link, but if you want to do that, you can. Just copy this thing from here by clicking on this copy campaign URL and go to your spreadsheet and put that URL in there. And that's how easy it is to create a UTM. Now, UTMs are great if you are using Google Analytics. It will show in there where you're getting the best bang for your buck. And now I've managed to write all my responsive search ad effortlessly and quickly. Okay, so now's the time to go to some questions and comments and see what we've got. So please start putting them in, and I shall try my best to answer them for you. Okay. We also have our Facebook group where we're building up a national community for digital marketeers and business owners. So please join in on the URL which you see on the screen. Okay. Uh, Hi, Salman. Okay, so you'll need to get in touch with us, and you're on LinkedIn. Send me a message. One of our team members will get in touch with you and get you onboarded. So thanks a lot for that. I asked you a question, but you didn't make a response. So I don't see a question over here. So kindly put them over here, and I will answer it for you. No problem. So if you have sent me a message, please bear in mind I get a lot of messages on a daily basis. I do reply, and sometimes it's not um, possible to reply to each and every question. This is why I host these sessions twice a week. You have any questions, come up over here. I'm going to go through all these questions. So, Aditya, please put your question now and I'll answer it. No problem. I'm a copywriter. Okay, Stefano. Can you make a sample of Google Ads? I'm not sure what you mean by that, my friend. Um, a sample of Google Ads. Can you rephrase it, please? Thank you. Okay, so you do bookkeeping. So are you saying that you want me to write your ads for a bookkeeping service? By all means, I will. Just send me your uh, website URL, and absolutely, on one of these next sessions, I will pencil it in for you. Thanks very much. I appreciate it, and I appreciate all the comments and questions, because without you guys, I would be talking to a computer screen and it'll be very boring. Thank you. Okay. Some titles must have keywords, or is it not necessary? When you say titles, you mean headlines, right? So, headline one always have the keyword in it, because that's the first thing somebody is going to see it, because we have pinned the headline one. We don't pin any of the other ones. And I will have the keyword in no more than 3 headlines. So if Google does put all three together, which will be very rare, um, you you need to make your headlines and descriptions read seamlessly. So if you imagine headline 1 plus headline 5 plus headline 10 and read it yourself, if it makes sense, then carry on. But if it doesn't, then you need to change something. Which size image is best performing for display ads? Okay, Iqbal. We are now literally 100% on responsive display ads. So what that means is we don't need to worry about all the different sizes, because Google keeps adding more sizes. 250 by 250, 300 by 250, 600 by 1200, and so many, 970 by 50, 728 by 90, so many different ones. You will need to have a graphic designer to create all these different sizes. If you have the budget and the resources, by all means make them. But if you go on the responsive display ad, all you do is throw in a bunch of keywords, a bunch of images, headlines, descriptions, and in some of the campaigns types, you can also put in the videos like Performance Max, and then let Google do its thing, and it works wonderfully well. Where I'm from, August, currently I'm in the UK. I've been here for almost 35 years now, but originally I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. Okay. What tactics you use to prevent fraud clicks? Nowadays, I'm trying to exclude people who visited my website from seeing my ads. I think that everybody learned my company name after visiting once. It's a really good question, but I will disagree with that last comment. So let's look at the first one. What tactics you use to prevent click frauds? Click fraud will happen no matter what. Companies like Disney and all these big shops, Walmarts and Targets and all these supermarkets, they spend millions on security, but still people steal from those shops, right? Same thing over here. You will have a percentage of ad spend going on invalid clicks, and Google does have a very sophisticated way of knowing whether it's a valid or an invalid click, but it will happen. You got to accept it as part of life or business. There are third party apps which will stop. So in there, you can stop it. Anybody who has been once to the website, um, don't show my ads, which is a very risky way of running ads. Unless you are a locksmith, emergency locksmith, or an emergency plumber. Let's talk about locksmith because that's a really good one. And we have done, excuse me, a lot of work for locksmiths. There's a lot of click frauds, and for that niche, I would say yes, stop your ads, because you ask yourself, when was the last time you called in a locksmith? And even if you have, do you call them once a year, once every few years? Never, right? I can't remember last time when I lost my keys and had to call a locksmith to let me into my car or into my home or office, right? In that case, yes, you can stop it, because locksmith is something where somebody wants somebody right now, they need to speak to somebody and get them to open the lock. If you are selling mortgages, insurance, car, the sales cycle is very long. You have to follow them up, you have to let people come through to your website. So I would not stop those visitors after visiting the site after once only. So, and branding does not happen after visiting somebody once. You got to be in touch of your audience and follow them all the time, right? So, hope that helps. Is it good if I include many keywords to ad groups? Yeah, don't go crazy. Um, 10, 15, 20 keywords is more than enough. Don't get don't go for hundreds or thousands of keywords in an ad group though. Okay, you're referring to that last comment. Yeah, that's right. Yes, as I said, locksmiths, yeah, it is. You don't want to, because then you will reduce and minimize the click fraud, right? I use it for a hotel. That I personally wouldn't do it. because if I am visiting a certain location on a regular basis, I want to see your ads follow me all the time so that the brand awareness, the branding increases. I've been traveling for the last 5 weeks, and it's difficult for me to remember which hotel I stayed in and when. So if the ads keep popping up, and also email marketing, send out regular offers, then yes, you will be staying at the top of the mind. You're most welcome, and thanks for being here, and thank you all of you for being here. Yeah, great questions coming through. So keep them coming through. Okay, we offer procurement training courses which aren't free. Okay, so we can't really use this keyword. All right, free keyword you can't use. Right? Okay, that's fine. The word free you can't use. So what would be the best strategy to phrase the ad, but still make it attractive to click through? Well, you don't have to use the word free if you are not offering anything for free. You put the price in. Our courses and training start from X amount of dollars. As simple as that. So, free was when I said if you do offer anything for free. If not, then you are misleading the audience. I'm going to look at your ad, oh, free training, and I come to your website and you're asking me for my credit card. I'll get cheesed off and I'll say, well, I don't want to deal with this company because they're not offering what they said on the ad, and I'm going to log off. And you will also attract the wrong crowd and the wrong audience who are looking for freebie stuff, which is fine. Lots of free content is available. This is for free. Our YouTube channel is for free. Our Facebook group is for free. But then we also have our paid courses. So you don't have to use the word free. How can you increase your impression share to beat your competitors? Okay, Jana. There's lots of ways. You need to be aggressive with your bidding, first of all. You need to make sure that your bids are high enough so that you outrank your competitors. You will also need to have a bigger budget. Even though, let's say you are bidding extremely high and you're not being outranked, but then you are limited by budget. What that means is you get 10 clicks by 11 a.m., then your ads are going to stop for the rest of the day, and then it's going to start again tomorrow. So half the day you are losing that impression share. So it's not only about bids, it's also about the budget. You got to have both of these dialed in to be able to keep your ads running at all times, outrank your competitors, and increase your impression, the share impressions on Google. That's for the search campaign. If you want to really build up your branding, the brand awareness, go on the display network. Go on YouTube with video ads like we do and build up that impression share and that brand awareness and branding. And then you can start to see, and then you run remarketing campaigns to those who have viewed your video or have been to your website. So this won't be to the cold traffic, which you probably are talking about. This will be for the middle of the funnel where somebody has engaged with your content and been to your website. So instead of building up your email list is also very highly recommended. I would always say build up your list, but build up your pixel list is the next best thing as well. Because with email open rates going down all the time, I can remarket if I've got 20,000, 30,000, 100,000 people on my remarketing list. I can change the message just like that. and put that ad in front of people who have been to my website or who have seen my video, become a subscriber or whatever. So that is something which you can easily do. But yes, to go back to your question, Jana, the best way to beat your competitors is bid aggressively, don't be scared, and have your budget. The other one last thing I would like to say on this topic is don't be scared to bid high. If you are running a manual CPC campaign, and let's say your CPC, average CPC across the board is $5, don't be scared to bid 20 if you want to be really aggressive. Google will not charge you 20. Google is only going to charge you a penny more than the second best advertiser. But because you are bidding high and then make sure that your quality score is also good, you are going to pay less and rank high. Okay. One last scan to see if there are any more comments or questions. So, no, that's it. Brilliant. Thank you so much for being here and for sending all these amazing questions. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll be back on Tuesday. So till then, stay safe and have a great weekend. Bye for now.